Hey guys, this is Erimus Prime from Nerdy Geek Talk, the source for all your nerdy geeky needs. And we are doing Toy Talk. And here with me I have NightWolf.
Hey guys.
And we are going to be discussing on this Toy Talk episode Hasbro's new Marvel Legends, specifically the SpiderMan Homecoming ones that have been revealed. So, disclaimer. We got these pictures from MarvelousNews.com, so make sure you check them out. They are not ours. I don't think they belong to Marvelous, but that's just where we got them. First off, we're going to talk about Vulture. So the picture that you're seeing, hopefully, is the one with the wings. But the new picture we got is him without the wings, because it's now pretty much confirmed by these pictures that Vulture himself, the figure, like the person, is going to be in the wave without his wings, and his wings are the Build-A-Figure. So it's not a Build-A-Figure, it's a Build-A-Wings.
Yeah, I think it's an alright decision. Vulture himself almost seems to me like he almost looks like a thug, kind of like, not like a main supervillain should be, but it's the movie, so they want to make it look realistic and stuff.
Without the wings, he doesn't look super special. He doesn't look bad. He still looks cool, but
it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about the wings being a Build-A-Figure, because I don't know. It's not a letdown, but it's kind of like
I wish Vulture would have been the Build-A-Figure along with the wings, so that way we could have gotten another figure like a Shocker, because Shocker's supposed to be in this movie, so that would be nice. Although we just did get a Shocker in the last Marvel Legends Spider-Man wave, even though it's comic, but
to me it's not really a letdown. It's just kind of like it's not as big of a deal as getting an actual figure as a Build-A-Figure.
Yeah,
but
I wish there would have been room so we got another figure, but it's okay.
It looks cool. So
now moving on to the new figures. So the Vulture was already revealed, but moving on to new figures. First we'll talk about the Spider-Man Homecoming, the homemade Spider-Man costume. So this is the one we saw in Civil War for a little bit. We saw like Tony Stark's footage of it, and then him drop it down from the ceiling. We never saw him actually wear it like in action.
Yeah.
We will in this movie, judging from the trailer. But the toy itself, this one's really good.
I love it so much.
It's a really simple design, and the only disappointment for me with this figure is not the figure, it's just the design. I wish they would have changed the color of like the limbs and the hoodie, like switched it so it's a blue hoodie and red limbs, because then it would have been Scarlet Spider, and that'd be really cool. I think I'm going to pretend that this is movie Scarlet Spider anyways, and that just movie Scarlet Spider's colors are different. But I really like it. Its sculpting is really nice. For some reason, it's a really simple figure, but it really sticks out to me in a good way.
Yeah, it's really cool. It is pretty plain, but I have to agree, I really like it. It's just a really nice figure. I love the head. I just love the way it looks and stuff. I
like all the wrinkles on the figure, and I like you said
sweatpants strings.
Yeah, I like the head, and I like how you can see like how it's clearly sewn together, like in the middle, like right down his face. It looks
very homemade.
Yeah, so I actually really like it.
And I do like the gloves, too. I think those are a nice touch.
And this is, I believe, the only completely new mold out of the Spider-Man... Okay, not counting Vulture. Yeah. Vulture doesn't count. The only completely new mold out of these reveals. So it's not a reuse of any other mold. Because the next one we're going to is the Spider-Man that we're going to be seeing throughout most of the movie, probably. And that's the new Homecoming Spider-Man. This looks like it's a remold of the Civil War Marvel Legends Spider-Man. This has two fists, though, instead of a web hand and a fist like the original one did. And it has, like, cuff things around his hand. I don't know if those are web shooters.
I think they are.
I think they might have something to do with the cape. But obviously the biggest difference is the cape. But I believe this is the same mold. It looks really nice, though.
The web wings.
Yeah, the web wings. Wait, what did I say?
Cape.
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially
it is
a baby
cape. But yeah.
It's just little baby capes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it, and I really like the costume for the new movie. It's it's a good figure, but it's just like we've gotten some Spider-Mans before, and nothing huge sets it apart other than the web wings, which I do love, and I really do like this figure. It's just not as like standout different like the homemade costume.
Yeah, the homemade costume is pretty different. We've already seen this figure essentially before. I didn't buy the Civil War 3-pack that had Spider-Man in it, though, because I figured they're going to re-release that singly. Well, singly, that's not a word. But, like, single-packed later for the Homecoming movie, I'm sure. So, and I didn't want another Iron Man and Captain America because I already have a decent amount of those. So I held off on that 3-pack, and I'm glad I did, because not only are we getting the homemade Spider-Man, but this Spider-Man, and, moving on to the next thing, I think this is the other Spider-Man figure. It looks almost the same, but it has the web hand and the fist. This may be a straight-up reuse of the Civil War 3-pack Spider-Man that I was talking about.
I think the web shooters are different, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure either. The more I think about it, I think they might be reused, though. This may be a straight-up repaint. I don't know. But the single-packed one definitely has some remolded parts. This one, we're not sure if it's the same or if it's remolded web shooters. Either way, it's almost the same. But it still looks very good. Like, this looks like a good mold. And I'm probably going to be buying both of these. But if you notice, this figure has a blue background. That's because it's part of a 2-pack for the 6-inch Marvel Legends, which is something they did a while ago with Hasbro, but now they're starting to do it again. We're going to get some other ones too, but this is the first movie one, I believe. But as you can see here, the second figure in this 2-pack is Iron Man. This is a repaint of the Civil War Marvel Legends Iron Man, and it's in the style of Ultimate Iron Man, the coloring, not the molding, because it's the same exact mold. And I gotta say, I was really weirded out by this at first. Like, I just thought it looked like they didn't paint some of it.
Yeah, it looks unfinished.
But it's starting to grow on me.
It is based on the Ultimate Iron Man, obviously, the colors. And it's okay, in my opinion. The Ultimate Iron Man, it's like structure of the armor fits the color scheme more, and it makes more sense. Mm-hmm. This is kind of just weird.
I'm curious to see if this is how his armor looks in the movie, because I remember seeing the trailer for the Spider-Man Homecoming movie, and I don't remember it looking like this, but again, you see it only really quick for a flash, so I could be wrong, or he could wear a couple suits in the movie. Who knows? But I do find it interesting, and I like that they have a nod to Ultimate Iron Man. It's growing on me, but
it's okay. I think it's just I think it would have been better if they I don't know. I know it wouldn't have been exactly like Ultimate Iron Man then, but I think it would have been better if they could at least made it black or something. Because to me it literally just looks like it's metal that wasn't painted, which I don't because
that doesn't feel like Iron Man to me. He's one to like to paint his suits up, but I don't know.
He's slowly becoming War Machine.
I actually kind of thought of that. Maybe he's doing this as a nod to War Machine. He's like, I'm half you, buddy.
The only thing I do like is his hands. I like it on the hands.
I like how
it looks cool.
I like how the golden red is on his forearms, the outside of his forearms, and then on the outside of his fist. But his actual hand and
fingers
and his inner arm is all the metallic, the metal. I like that actually.
I think it would have been cooler if they. At least the arms I think look good. All of it like that, because the bicep being that color isn't bad. It looks kind of cool. It's just the way the body part that is not colored and the legs that aren't colored. It feels like, I don't know. It just feels like a section that just wasn't done.
But I am glad that it isn't just a re-release of the Civil War Iron Man. So I will say that.
Anything for me is really better than just another Iron Man that's a re-release, or even just something that's not even that different, because the two figures we get the most of, at least it seems, is Captain America and Iron Man, which makes sense.
Actually, it's probably Captain America and Spider-Man.
Yeah, but besides, Spider-Man seems to have a little more variety, but I don't know.
That is true.
Iron Man and Captain America. Captain America is my least favorite, just because he's been released so many times.
He gets too many.
He doesn't change a whole lot. Iron Man, they at least do different things with them.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or not. Kind of like this. This is obviously a different Iron Man. And, it's alright.
I do plan on getting this 2-pack probably, because I do like the Ultimate Iron Man and I do like the Spider-Man.
The 2-packs, it seems like it kind of evolved from, like you said, it used
Hasbro
to be a
did
bigger
it with
thing.
their 6-inch Marvel Legends when they originally
It
launched,
used to
but they
be
stopped
a bigger
doing
thing,
it.
and then they stopped. The 3.75-inch scale ones started doing it again, and they released comics, like one issue of a comic with them, and I actually really liked the way they did that. I thought that was pretty cool, and anything that promotes comics is awesome in my opinion, just because comics are awesome, and I think 2-packs are cool in the way they tie the characters together, and it's a cool way to release them.
Also, one thing to note about the Iron Man is that he's not getting single packed in the wave. Like, he's not getting an individual release, and I kind of think it might be a similar deal where Spider-Man for Civil War couldn't be released by himself. He was only allowed Spider-Man toys for the cinematic Spider-Man toys were only allowed to be released in multi-packs with other characters. And so that's what my guess is for Iron Man for this movie, is that Spider-Man characters are allowed to be released individually, but that regular Marvel Cinematic Universe characters have to be in a multi-pack. And so far, this Iron Man, I don't want to say proves my theory, but goes along with it. So I'm kind of thinking that's how they're working out the toy licensing with like Sony and Marvel's licensing for the toys and like making money off of them. So
yeah, overall the wave looks really good. My favorite is definitely the homemade suit, just because I like it so much. It's different. The other Spider-Mans aren't anything revolutionary or like super different. Not that they're bad at all. The Iron Man is just a little weird to me, and Vulture's cool, but he's alright.
Going back and looking, I think that the new Spider-Man single pack figure, it has some more remolding than I thought originally. It looked like it might have some torso remolding, and it definitely has new eyes.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. But my favorite either's the new Spider-Man with the web cape, only because I really like his design. But it's probably toy-wise, it's probably the homemade costume, just because it's so simple and it reminds me of Scarlet Spider. So that's about it for this episode of Toy Talk.
Make sure to follow Nerdy Geek Talk on Twitter at Nerdy Geek Talk. You can follow me on Twitter at NightWolf689.
And you can follow me at Erimus Prime, ERIMUS Prime.
If you're interested, TF Primecast and Awesome Asylum, our other podcasts, are also on Twitter at the podcast name. So at TF Primecast and at Awesome Asylum.
Also, make sure to like this video if you did like it, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on our videos.
And let us know everything you think about these figures in the comments. Which one was your favorite? Why? And what you think of the 2-pack and the movie itself.
Also, Toy Fair is coming up soon. New York Toy Fair 2017. That will be February the 18th and the 19th. Well, actually, it goes the 18th to the 21st. But our main news days will be the 18th and the 19th.
We're definitely doing something for them. Obviously, we're going to cover it.
Yeah.
We might live stream
like reaction to the news as it comes out through the day.
Yeah.
And then do recap videos the next day. We're not sure, but also in Toy Fair coverage, make sure you check out Radio Free Cybertron. You can check out their live stream on Saturday too, but also on Sunday, make sure you check out their live stream at 12 o'clock, and it'll go for a couple hours because I will be on it actually. So yeah, it's really cool. I will be on Radio Free Cybertron.
Nerd.
So make sure you check that out. It should be a really good time. It should be really fun. And I think that's about it. So thank you guys for listening, and see you next time.